Hey everybody, it is the Shadow Knight, and welcome back to Fallout 3. Now, very recently, very recently, like only a couple minutes ago, we've completed the majority of the main quest. Well, basically we did. We completed the main quest. We completed the main quest, and we completed Broken Steel. And now, let's go ahead and go to Springvale, just to show where we all started. Look at it. There's the iBot. How about let's go on radio? Vault 101 emergency frequency.
This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out there. I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats. This is an auto.
And next we get the quest, Trouble on the Home Front. Return to Vault 101. Yes, we are going back into Vault 101. The first time I ever played this, I literally completely missed this mission. Completely. And then the lady said if we remembered her name. That is the password. Her name is Amata. Over here, we'll be able to find a rad roach. We'll be able to find Steve Armstrong, the stealth boy in the Vault 101 jumpsuit with a DR of 1, a weight of 1, a value of 5, a condition of almost max, and +2 to speech and 2 to melee weapons. And over here, we'll find Jim Willikins.
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there. Guess that explains how you got that door open. You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
I need to talk with Amata. I got her message.
Amata's message? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd keep that under your hat for her sake. She could get in real trouble if people found out she sent you a message. So could I, just for talking with you now.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Technically, this means I'm supposed to report her. To tell the truth, I'm supposed to report you being here too. But I've been getting mighty forgetful in my old age, you know? We've got more than enough trouble without me adding to it.
What's happened down here since I left?
Everything went crazy is what happened. Your dad opened that door, bugs started attacking, and people started going crazy. When the smoke cleared, there were a lot of casualties and not many answers. Didn't help that our doctor had just left either.
Dad would be horrified to know all that. If we're still alive.
I'm sorry to hear that. Regardless of how things turned out down here, he was a good friend. I always figured he'd do well outside. Matter of fact, a lot of folks started thinking he had the right idea. He usually did. So, if it was safe out there, why stay down here forever? Well, the Overseer didn't like that one bit and started cracking down on that sort of thought. Guess he didn't plan on you coming back.
So, what now?
I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the Overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that. Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever. Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you.
I'll go see what I can do about all this.
Well, okay. Just be careful down here. The vault's changed, I tell you.
Officer Gomez. We'll find a door this way. Brings us to another area where there's another rad roach. He goes into that doorway. Over here, another doorway to another doorway to the engine room. No, this engine room is blocked. There's nothing to go through, so we need to go the front way.
Uh-oh. Wait here. This doesn't look good.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You gonna lock me up like you did to Broch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule!
Stay back!
You don't belong here anymore. Taylor, stop!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
Tell me about the rebels.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're gonna try something dangerous.
What happened down here?
I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
You almost shot Freddy.
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
I have to go now.
Yes, you do.
Shooting, damn it! I guess you can see how bad things are down here. Sorry, where were we going?
I'd like to have a talk with... Never... can you take me to Amada? I need to talk to her about all this.
As chance would have it, she was one of the first people to talk about life outside the vault after you left. No surprise. She always did like you. I hope you can talk some sense into her. Or maybe the two of you can come up with some other plan. Just be careful about it.
You can see the Overseer. Hard work is half your work, but it's screwed up so it just says work is work. That door is it's closed.
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland,
I don't think I'm supposed to actually see him.
are you? Given up looking... Well, that's too bad.
Tainted? You're the crazy bastard who murdered Jonas.
I assume you're talking about the unpleasantness when you left? Yes? Jonas and your father were endangering the future success of this vault and the safety of its residents. I did what I had to do to keep them from destroying all we had achieved.
Hold on, you know what? I am gonna do a quick load back to Grey Ditch. And we're gonna go straight to Vault 101. I'm just gonna speedrun this real quick.
This is an automated distress message from Tech Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out
Okay, I got
there.
your back.
I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats.
Stop right there.
Could you lead me somewhere?
I guess you've had a lot on your mind since you were here last. Where do you want to go?
I need to see Amada. Lead me to her.
Okay. Follow me. Uh-oh. Wait here. This doesn't look good.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You're gonna lock me up like you did to Broch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule!
Stay back!
You don't belong here. Taylor, stop shooting, damn it!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
I have to go now.
I guess you can see how bad things are down here. Sorry, where were we going?
You escort me to Amada. I need to talk about.
As champ.
This is where I'm gonna save, because this is where. Again, I do not know that I don't think I was supposed to be able to talk to the overseer there.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing.
Oh my god. Buddy, just keep moving. Ooh, a camera. You're gonna want that.
Amada's up there, in the clinic with the rest of them. I'd take you closer, but they don't get along with security. Good luck.
Damn, look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
Help? What kind of help?
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right? The deaths, the lies, the whole overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Don't worry, I'm trying to help the entire vault.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
Butch, what do you do in the vault?
The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't me. I'm a barber, you got that? There's a difference.
Can you give me a haircut?
Sure, fine, whatever.
Yes. What do you think you're going to do outside, Butch?
I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
You have no idea how many gangs of idiot raiders are out there.
Well, they ain't seen nothing like me yet. Butcher's gonna take that Wasteland by storm.
Why should I help you, Butch?
Because you've always been a goody two-shoes. So when I need help, it's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna help Amata anyway, right? Just make it so we can leave the vault, and I'll leave and never bother you again.
He does know I can just shoot him in the head, right? What happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
What?
Time to inquire, and I'll tell you if that's acceptable to me.
8:45.
8:30.
Deal. I'll be going now.
Catch you later. Maybe.
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back!
Came as soon as I heard you were in trouble.
Oh, thank you! Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight.
You saved my life back then, Amata. The least I can do is help out now.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
Yeah, I found out about that when I left. Guess I should have told you.
What? You know what? Never mind. What's important is that now we know that we were lied to all our lives, and that people have died for that lie. And even now, when we most need help, the Overseer still won't let us try to communicate with the outside.
Sounds like he's going crazy with power and needs to be stopped.
You're absolutely right. It's not like we want to abandon the vault or anything. Well, Butch does, but he's too big a coward to go out on his own. Most of us had accepted that the outside was certain death, and things would always stay the same down here. But now we know they don't have to be. After all, it was enough to get you and your dad to leave, so there must be something good out there.
Why is the Overseer doing this?
I just don't know. Maybe he thinks he's protecting us, but all he's really doing is condemning us. I thought parents were supposed to want a better world for their children. Well, there's a new world waiting right outside that door, and we're not going to give up until we can reach it.
I think I have a solution for the Vault's troubles.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
I swear, I'll stop your father and his guards. Just watch.
You will? Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just, please don't do anything rash or hurt him, alright?
You know violence isn't my... Don't hurt. Don't hurt him. Are you crazy? He tried to kill you.
Well, yes, but he may have done some terrible things, but he's still my father, you know? Please, for my sake, don't hurt him.
Alright.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
Wait, hold on.
You've got to
Freddy
change.
Gomez.
Hey, good to see you again.
Can't believe they almost shot you.
I tell you, those guards are getting nastier every day. One of these days, it's gonna turn real ugly. But I'll be ready for it.
Tell me about the rebels.
The Overseer thinks he's in charge of us just because it's his job? Well, nuts to that. We do what we want, and we want to open the vault.
What happened down here?
Paul got bit real bad by some of those rad roaches, but he thought he could tough it out. If we'd had a doctor to treat him, he might still be here.
Time for me to go.
Later.
How may I serve you, Master? Ah, another patient. Hysterectomy?
So what's your take on this whole situation?
Human problems for human hearth. I don't trouble myself with such petty affairs. My work is my life. And, as you can see, I've been quite busy.
Andy, what happened? All this blood.
Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. Yeah, I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
Wait, they made you the doctor?
But of course, with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the Overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new Vault Medical Practitioner. A marvelous decision, if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped, after all.
If you're the new doctor, can you heal me?
Actually, no. I'm afraid I've been, what's the human term? Fired. I've been reassigned to cleaning detail. My first duty is, somewhat ironically, cleaning the clinic. But surgery was fun while it lasted.
I have to go now.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Good to see you.
Beatrice. But this is what we wanted. The framed quote. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. Revelation 21:6. Bottle cap 300. Home sweet home. And schematics to the rocket launcher.
Well, here we are. Nestled all safe and snug inside Vault 101. It's so cold down here. Colder still with Catherine gone. Oh, Catherine. I so wish you were here with me. How the hell am I supposed to do this by myself? Live down in this hole. Take care of our child. But this is our
How
life
may I
now.
serve you, Master?
So I guess I'd better get used to it. The Overseer who runs the place is an overbearing bully. But I've dealt with worse.
Schematics to the rocket launcher. A vacuum cleaner, leaf blower, fire hose nozzle, and a conductor. The rocket launcher isn't the most accurate big gun, but as long as you've got junk lying around, you've got ammo. Just load the hopper with garbage and turn that junk into a deadly weapon. Medical system. Patient files. Freddy Gomez. Freddy's VDS is getting worse. Most days he can't even get out of bed. When he does manage to function, Freddy hides his insecurities and low self-esteem behind a bully's mask. Vault-Tec medical protocols dictate the prescription of anti-anxiety medication when Volt Depressive Syndrome is involved. But I do really want to string the kid out of chillerpromazine for the rest of his life. Stanley. Stanley continues to suffer from severe and chronic head pain. I've been feeding him aspirin like it's candy, but I'm reticent to give him anything stronger. He blames the lighting in his quarters, and though eye strain is certainly compounding the problem, the headaches are actually a symptom of overwork and lack of sleep. Knowing Stanley and the schedule the Overseer has him on, the problem isn't likely to get better anytime soon. So it's aspirin, indefinitely. Amada. Once again, the Overseer has insisted on being in the room for Amada's examination, throwing any inkling of doctor-patient confidentiality right out the window. I know he doesn't trust me. He never has. But I honestly believe the reason he attends his daughter's medical appointments is because he doesn't trust her. It's as ridiculous as it's sad. Amada's a great girl. The chance of her doing something stupid, pregnancy, syphilis, whatever, is so unlikely it's not even worth mentioning. Experiments. The experiments 27 CE. The cells are still replicating normally. No mutation. Thank God. Whatever's out there could penetrate this vault. I can't even begin to imagine what the Overseer would do. Experiment PP-216. 21-6. Project Purity 21-6. After borrowing a few more water chips and rerouting some of the power here in the clinic, I've finally been able to affect the latest sample. It's not much, but considering what I have to work with it, a definite step in the right direction. But this new experiment was also monumental for another reason. It's the first time Jonas has assisted me. He suspected forever. I know. He suspected forever. I know. So I guess it was inevitable, and his help has been invaluable. I just hope he knows what he's gotten himself into.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
You've got to
Susie
change.
Mack.
You're alive!
Tell me about the rebels.
I hate that this whole thing has turned us against our families. But we just can't keep living down here forever. I mean, look at this place.
What happened down here?
A lot of security got wounded, and worse. In all the confusion, we still don't know who's responsible for some of them.
I need to get going.
Bye. Good to see you.
It's good to see you again.
Why won't
Pepper
you just...
Gomez.
Can't you just leave us alone?
Tell me about the rebels.
Those kids are risking our entire vault just because they're bored. It's horrible.
What happened down here?
The bugs were horrible, but my family was pretty lucky. But then my Freddy went and got caught up with those idiot rebels.
I have to go now.
Yes, you do.
Jerk. Ellen Deloria.
You're back again? They're a bunch of hellions, that's what they are. I'm at my wit's end about them. I really am. It's all kind of blurry for me. But I hear I owe you for saving me. But don't expect much. The whole thing was your dad's fault in the first place. Yes, you do.
All these people are jerks. But can't say I blame them really. Or at least I can't blame them too much. Yep, nope. If there's a red ball in the middle of the room, that's an automatic no.
Watch it, will you?
Shut up. Shut up, woman!
You don't
Wally
belong here.
Mack.
Oh boy, are you in trouble?
Tell me about the rebels.
What do you expect from idiots like them? I'm just glad I was done with Butch's stupid gang before they got involved in all this.
What happened down here?
You should have seen my pop. He personally saved old Stanley. But guess you wouldn't know what it's like to have a hero for a dad, would you?
I ought to shoot him right in the head. That personally offended me, even though the father that I had wasn't even real. Chip Taylor. I'm coming for you, buddy. Oh, I am coming for you. Admin.
You never should have left, kid. Now we'll make sure nobody ever leaves again. Oh!
You had a finger. Jail cell password. Oh yeah, we're gonna, yeah, I forgot we need to open up boxes. Unlock cell door. Wait. Confidential? In light of, okay, Chief Officer, subject, raid on rebels. In light of increased agitation from the rebel elements, I have come to the conclusion that we can no longer afford to be merciful to this scum. While some may hold out hope for a peaceful resolution, it is only a matter of time before they decide to take the fight to us, or worse yet, our families. I propose a midnight raid into their compound. I have ammo, zero tolerance. Make an example of the first two who fight back, and the rest will fall in line. We may lose a kid or two, but we'll save the vault as a whole, and that's what counts. You are not to inform the Overseer and some of our softer security guards about this plan, as they will only object and ensure our defeat. Once the deal's done, they'll see it was worth the price. This will show those scum what happens when you step out of line in our vault.
It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it? Remind me to add a question about rescuing your teacher from the vault jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards.
What did you hear from the guards?
I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Amata and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Tell me about the rebels.
Most of them are just kids who are caught up in the idea of seeing the world. But I know we've got to actually open the vault if we want to survive. Otherwise, we're just going to dwindle away down here until it's all too late.
Tell me what happened down here.
It was pretty rough, I'll tell you. I know a lot of folks blame your dad, but I know he didn't mean to cause all that. Don't blame him or yourself.
I have to go now.
Watch yourself down here.
Oh, Mr. Broch. Look at this guy. Here's the...
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
With your leadership, no one in this vault has much of a future.
That would be where you're wrong, young man. By locking down this vault, I'm protecting its future. In fact, I was protecting its future when I had to make those unpleasant choices the night you and your father abandoned us. I only wish I could have stopped your father before he left. If anyone's to blame for the unpleasantness, it's him.
Do you have any idea why my father left the vault in the first place?
I've spent many nights asking myself exactly that. He certainly didn't tell me before he left. I blame myself, really. I should have known better than to let him enter our home in the first place. He certainly showed his true colors in the end. Were he raised in the cleanliness of our vault, perhaps your father would have shown more dedication to the important things in life. Just as well that he left. We mustn't let humanity's last pure specimens be sullied with his type.
At least my father didn't hide. At least my father didn't hide from the outside his whole life.
No, but he didn't risk bringing you out into it either. You have to wonder, is that why he left you behind? He wanted to know you were someplace safe? And then, like a fool, you squandered the greatest gift he ever left you.
The rebels are upset because you lied to them about the outside.
They have to understand that we did that to keep them from going outside and getting killed. To keep them from making the same mistake our generation did when we were their age. Some of us already lost loved ones out there long ago. We won't lose any more today.
I believe I have the solution to the vault's problems.
To fix what you...
The rebels are right. You need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
You simply don't have enough people to stay isolated down here forever.
I admit, in the 200 years since the war, our numbers have dwindled a little. But we have enough genetic diversity for a few more generations. My God, you're right. We won't last another 100 years, whether or not we get supplies from the outside. We're the last bastion of pure humanity, and we're doomed.
Humanity isn't about pure genetics. It's about never giving up hope. Even now.
I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose you have a point in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
So let's follow him. Wait, how much weight do I have on me? Okay, I have enough for me to just put on the lab coat so I can actually...
You did it!
Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
Father!
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
Hello.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to assume it's something you said to him.
So I had a little talk with him and explained a few things. All quite civil.
You and him? Civil? I expected you to change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new overseer, I'm planning on opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
Whatever it is, I'm glad to help.
I know you are. And on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done. But there are still many who blame you for everything that happened. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the vault, you have to go.
I understand. Goodbye, Amada.
We can never really thank you enough for everything you've done. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. It'll be a while before we're actually ready to go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. But with luck, we'll meet again.
A modified utility jumpsuit.
You don't belong here anymore. Good riddance. Get out.
Alright, geez. The modified utility jumpsuit with a DR of 1, a weight of 2, a value of 30, a condition of max, and grants +5 to repair, +10 to radiation resistance, and +1 to luck.
It's a shame you gotta go, but you'll do okay out there, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you, Butch. You are just a gem. You are a gem. I think I went the wrong way. No, I'll just go this way. He's gonna say it.
Good riddance. Get out.
And that ends the campaign of Fallout 3. Both the base campaign and Broken Steel. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the series. There will be another part, actually very soon. It won't be a long episode, but it will be to start off tie up some loose ends and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.